What's going on YouTube? This is Jay, trucker by day, and we're cruising along, making pretty good time. Oh, if you heard that in the background, that is my safety assurance system. Once you break 5 miles and over, it starts yelling at you. But besides that, we're doing pretty good. I'm going to take you up this side, the Oregon side of. We're by Pendleton, Oregon. We're going up a huge mountain right now. But I'll take you guys up. It's dark. You're not going to be able to see much. But I figured I'd do an update video and let you guys know I'm alive and well and still living my truck driving dream that I've been doing forever. And things are pretty good. I still don't know how I feel. This is the first time I took a salary position, but it seems to be all right for now. It's a decent salary. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. I mean, I took a pay cut, let's be honest, but you know what? I'm home a lot more. I got, a few other side businesses I want to put some money into, and it's going to allow me to be around a little more often. So, to me, it's worth it, but we got a really good light load. We're going over to the Fred Meyers in Idaho. We have 2 stops in the morning. First stop is 5 a.m. Second stop is 6 a.m. So, and then we're off for the day. We got a day off. We get to do, real fun stuff like laundry and run errands and do all that. But everything's been going pretty good for me. Life's a roller coaster. It really is. It's kind of. You never know what's going to happen, You never know. Somebody might, you might be in a really good relationship and have a great job overnight. Sad to say, but you got to be prepared. Overnight, that can just all go away. So, and that's what happened to me. I parted ways with a company I've been with for a couple years. I was making a ton of money. I had, I had a girlfriend. Everything was fine there, and then all of a sudden, no job, no girlfriend. I mean, I still got Rocky though, my dog, so I am grateful for that. But this is a really steep, nasty hill. It's really nasty. I'm lucky. I got it's what they call a home good loads. It's like it's non-refrigerated freight. So like a couple sofas on here, and just stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Some canned goods. And it's all miscellaneous stuff for. If you're from the West, you've heard of Fred Meyers, so that's all it is. It's all Fred Meyers. But yeah, this hill can get real nasty in the winter, which we run it year round. I can't wait for running my first winter on it. That should be a blast. But there's really hard banking turns. You're gonna see me go around one right now. Watch it. See, it says 45. And I'm going 45 just with my foot, all the way down. That's how steep it is. And I'm pretty light too. It's only about 28,000 pounds, so it's a very hard turn. I don't know if the camera is going to show you, much, but here we go. Yeah, it's just tight. It's really tight. I mean, it's damn near a 90-degree turn. So, and a lot of them, there's a few of them going up this side that are like that. It's actually. It's funny how much different it is on this side compared to the other side, but it's weird. This one's really windy coming up this backside from Oregon heading to Idaho. But how you guys doing out there? I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's out there making their bag and whatever it is you're doing. Obviously, if you're a truck driver, you're part of the family of people that really, let's be honest, gets a pretty bad rap in life. Which if you're ever into trucking, you're gonna meet a lot of shitty people. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, but you meet a lot of cool people too. So you got to take life for what it is, and you have to make do with what you're dealt. Is that fair to everybody? Well, maybe not all the time, but this really is a true thing. Life's what you make of it, because life, you see in some of my videos, I mean, things go up and down. I mean, I took a 50% pay cut. Let me let you let that sink in for a minute. 50%. And position, you know, it just happened. Things happen in life, and you just have to get back up the next day and do something different. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm grateful for my job now. It happened pretty quickly. I got hired on quickly. I have a ton of experience. So really, once you drive your first couple of years and you don't have any tickets or anything like that, it's not really hard. You can bounce around. I hate job hopping. I'd rather just stay somewhere for a while, even if it's not ideal, because I'm telling you, it's a lot easier to get trained, meeting everybody if you jump around. And you don't really start at the bottom when you have a lot of experience, but if you only have a little bit of experience, you're right back at the bottom. You're a brand new guy. Everybody's like, oh, hey, you're new. Hey, you're new. Yeah, I know. So, you know, I just literally, after a month, got to meet most of, not even all of them, but we're kind of, this is a small company, but I met most of the drivers in my division in Idaho, so, you know, and then all the dispatch, I met all them. Everybody's cool. Everybody's real cool. But, like I said, this salary is, how do they say it? It's hit or miss, let's be honest. Salary is hit or miss at a company. And before you take a salary position, not even driving, just any salary position, before you take that, look how tight this is right here. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, there's my alarm. That's just letting me know there's a truck next to me, which I see that very, very clearly. Thank you, truck, for letting me know. But it's you got to make sure, you need to ask them, do this. If you're ever offered a salary position, first of all, don't do what I did. I made a vital mistake, which I try to limit the mistakes I make in my life, but I made a vital mistake. When they gave me the amount, which I'm not really going to discuss my wages, it's a fair wage, or I wouldn't be doing it. When they discussed what my salary was, I just took it at face value. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to make that every week. That's cool. That's really good. I got my first check. It was about $300 shy of what I was told I was going to make. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm making how much? So, yeah, I called the guy that hired me. This is what you have to be careful, especially with recruiters. A lot of them don't give a shit. A lot of recruiters, they're just pushing numbers. You know, they get 100 drivers and 90 of them quit. A lot of companies, it don't matter because they still get paid for that. So, you know, you got to, what I should have did is asked them, oh, okay, that's the rate. Is this post-tax? Or is this after-tax? Or is this gross? Actually, the easiest way to say, is that gross or net? If they say gross, if you're single, you file single, you better take a couple $100 out off the top for taxes. And if it's a W-2 salary position, yeah, it's going to be hot. Like, I got my first check, and like I said, you guys know I'm based in Idaho. I lost $290. $290 on my first check. And I wasn't really heartbroken, but I felt misled. So, you know, I called the recruiter, and luckily that's what I like about this company. I feel like it wasn't 100% transparent, talking about money and things like that. But you know what? That was my fault. That's not their fault. He probably hired so many people over here since he's been here that he can't keep track. But he wouldn't lie to you, because I asked him. I was like, well, why didn't you tell me that? And he said, well, you didn't ask. I was like, oh, well, I mean, he's got a point there. I didn't ask. So, I mean, what am I supposed to do? So, but it's good for now. I do see it long term, and they do bumps. Either after about 90 days, they'll give you a little one, but they do them annual, quarterly. Not really a rhyme or reason, but if you work hard and put in the time, this company, they already told me they would bump my base rate, so I made a better salary, that's cool. And that's all I want. That's all I want. I want to know, hey, if I bust my ass and I run my clock like I'm supposed to, and that's another thing too. So this is a legitimate company with you know, we got an ELD, and that's it. That's the time you can run. And if you all don't know, it's 70 hours a week. So let's do the math for a minute. A little bit of, like, just in your head, do the math for your own pay. But if you get a salary job, how many hours are you really giving the company? And are you getting days off? Which, if they're legit, you're going to have to get days off because you're going to have to do what they call a reset, which is 34 hours consecutive. And then you get to start your week again. Well, by the time I deliver this load, I have 2 hours and 45 minutes till delivery. By the time I deliver, I will have 30 minutes. Actually, I think I'm going to use all of it. But I should have about 30 minutes on my 70-hour clock, which means for my salary, I worked 69 hours and 30 minutes for my salary. So, you know, I'm hoping there's a few weeks there where I can work 60 for my salary in 7 days. But this time around, this week, yeah, I worked 69 hours and 30 minutes. Which, if I was hourly, I'd be making a bag. I mean, this, you know, salary, you're not getting time and a half. You're just getting paid what you get paid. That's it. So, just be careful out there. Be careful when you're taking a position. Ask the right questions. And don't get caught out there like that. But that being said, we are at the top of the mountain. Look at all these wonderful people. These would be trucks that are probably sleeping, sleep. But you know, I'm just getting used to this. It's been a month. I'm about got it down, but I'll try to get some daytime video. But this is a night position, so I run nights like almost every night. So. But that's just a little update. Everything's going good. I'll let you guys in on the company and all that stuff going further down the road. And when I do actually get that raise, let's see if it's, you know, a company trying to really make your driver happy, or it's nonsense, like, you know, a couple dollars. We'll see. But that being said, we're going to cruise on here throughout the night. Like I said, we only got 2 hours and 45 minutes to our first delivery, and we are off the rest of the day. So, you guys take it easy out there. This is Jay, Trucker by Day. Love you guys. See you in the next video.